going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about a new film that is released digitally and in select theaters, Dashcam. Dashcam tells a story about Annie Hardy, the internet's #1 improvised music show broadcast from a car, and after she picks up someone that isn't what they seem, creepy shit begins to ensue. Now, I didn't know anything about this film going into it. The reason why I was morbidly curious about this film is because it kind of looked like a film that came out during the pandemic called Spree that I really enjoyed, starring Joe Keery, and it kind of reminded me of that, and that's why I was very interested in checking this film out. I didn't know this film was directed by Rob Savage, who directed a wonderful little short film, Host, that is now on Shudder. I didn't know that he directed this film, and it was very, very disappointing, especially coming off of Host, because I thought Host was genuinely creepy, and it looks like he loves to play in the found footage genre, and that's where it's going to turn off a lot of people. I can handle the found footage genre. However, whenever it gets to a point where it gets extremely shaky, where you cannot see absolutely anything, that is where the film detracts from me, and it just ruins everything about the film, because there are moments in this film where it is very, very shaky and you cannot see absolutely anything that is going on screen because of how the character is moving her head and what she's doing. There are some creepy things towards the end of the film. If you do not like what happens within the first 5 minutes, that's exactly what happens throughout the entire film. There are a lot of creepy things that happen toward the end of the film. However, it's just everything leading up to that. When we get to see this lady that needs help, that is where I take a turn from the movie, and it just makes the film kind of unwatchable for me. It was really hard to get through because there were a lot of times throughout the entire film where the character is just very, very unlikable. There are F-bombs thrown throughout the entire things. There are a lot of sexual references and a lot of sexual comments that are thrown throughout the entire film, and it just detracts from the film and what the filmmakers are trying to go for. I really did appreciate what they did with the ending. However, there are a lot of moments in this film where it's just carnage for the sake of having carnage, and that is another thing that kind of turned me off, especially when you see what happens towards the end of the film. If we had gotten a little bit more of what happens towards the end of the film, I think I would have enjoyed this to a small degree. However, by the time that we get to that ending and the carnage begins to ensue, I had already checked out. I had already lost any interest in this film, and it's a really hard film to get through. But this character is very unlikable. She makes a lot of stupid decisions, especially when she's live broadcasting everything that she's doing. It takes away from the film and everything that they're going through. It just really didn't work for me, but it might have worked for you. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Dashcam a 1 out of 10. The 1 is because I really liked what they did towards the ending, where they brought in a little creepy element to the film. Everything that happens in between the beginning and once we get to see what actually is going on, it made it hard for me to get through, especially if you watch the end credits. If you watch the entire end credits, it's a hassle. I stopped watching it after a little bit because I just got annoyed with what was going on. What did you think about Dashcam? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you have any interest, or do you not know what this film is? Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Josie's Reviews.